Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I wanted to talk a little bit today about this whole depth year idea that's been floating around. I think it's really positive and it's a really good idea if you want to declutter or get rid of things in your house, especially if you have a lot of witchy supplies that you're just not using. Or you have amassed and saved because you didn't want to waste them, like me, which is really messed up. What a depth year is, in case you don't know, is a year where you focus on areas that you're no longer, like that you're overspending on or you're wasting resources on. It's kind of like focusing on what you have and appreciating what you have instead of adding to your collection of things. Kellyanne Maddox and Jessica the Story Witch have amazing videos on the depth year and they explain it really well, and I will put their links below. They're the ones who really inspired me, but basically what I got out of it is that you really take a year to focus on what you have and maybe even give things away and declutter and just kind of have only items that bring you joy around you. And it's something that I really need help with. When I started thinking about my spending, I will be honest, I am one of those people who just purchase things on a whim. I was driving to work the other day thinking about Krampus after Christmas and thought to myself, I need to decorate the house like Krampus next Christmas. I want to do all Krampus everything. And I was like, I need to go on Amazon and see if I can find some Krampus statues. And instead of going out and doing it, no, I'm going to wait. And after thinking about it, I do not need Krampus statues. Like, I don't need those things. So that's kind of what it's about. It's about pausing and thinking about what you have, or what can you make with the things you have? What can you create? Can you create something new? Can you upcycle? Can you give something away? Replace what's necessary, but just kind of really focus on wasteful behavior, and kind of spending seems to be the big one for a lot of folks. So areas that I have issues with spending, books, coffee and breakfast. Every morning my husband and I usually buy coffee and breakfast on our way to work because we're so busy in the morning. We have one bathroom. I mean, a million excuses, right? Everybody has 1,000 excuses on why they do what they do. We're no different. But when I think about how much money we're actually spending on getting breakfast, it's insane. It's insane. A month. And coffee, I mean, $2 for a coffee every day, that's 5 days a week. So on. It's crazy. I can make my own coffee at home for a lot less. So that was a big area where I was like, okay, I'm gonna try not to buy coffee or breakfast every day. The whim purchases like the Krampus statue, magical supplies, Sabbath decor. The dollar store is my it's my crutch. It's so dangerous for me because I get in there and I see things that I'm like, oh, I could use that to decorate for a star, or I could use this to decorate for this or that. And then before I know it, I have more and more kind of that dollar store. Not that it's junk, because I like the dollar store stuff, but it's all kind of the same, that mass marketed stuff. And I think, like, I have things I could probably make at home, or things I could gather from nature. You know, a bird's nest, for example, that I found in my garden that had fallen, versus a plastic egg with glitter on it for a star. So that kind of thinking, I'm going to try not to go into the dollar store and buy a bunch of stuff that I know that in the end I'm not going to really need or want. And that also goes for, like, again, Amazon. Dangerous for me. Not going on to Amazon and buying stuff to decorate for Sabbath. So just kind of using what I have. That kind of goes with the books. Books are my big downfall when it comes to spending. I buy books, I think, as a means to buy time for myself. When I'm buying a book, I'm also thinking about the time I'm somehow going to have to read it. And what has happened is that I have so many amazing books that I still need to read, and I continue to buy more, especially when it comes to paganism books, witchcraft books, all of that. I amass them. I love buying them. It gives me a little thrill at the idea of this new information. But in the end, I still go online and I get a lot of my information there. So I have rearranged all of my bookshelves, every single one, even my fictions and non and my witchcraft stuff and occult stuff. And the top shelves now have books I haven't read, and the bottom shelves are all books I have read. So that way, instead of always seeing my favorite books that I've read 1,000 times, when I look at the shelves, I'm going to see these books that I haven't read, and hopefully that will inspire me to read more of what I have. I don't need to buy any more occult books, at least for a year. I really, really don't. So I'm going to try really hard. I am in a book club, and of course we have books to purchase there, but I'm going to maybe work with the other people in the club, see if I could borrow a book from someone, or I do have a gift card that was given to me from work as kind of a thank you thing, and I may use that for those books specifically. I'll figure something out there. I don't want to stop going to book clubs, so I'll figure that out, but I'm definitely going to not buy books because it's crazy. And that goes for fiction too. I have a lot of fiction books that I want to read and I haven't read. So it's going to be a year of appreciating books that I have, reading, and rereading some books that, pardon me, I've read that I want to revisit and I haven't yet. So that's going to be what my reading is going to be all about in 2019. Expensive ritual items. Sometimes I like to go out and splurge a little bit on a bottle of wine, or, you know, for myself, things like this when I'm doing a ritual, special props. Again, I'm not going to do that anymore, even though I see it as treating myself with witchy things. I don't think that I should be doing that anymore. I really need to focus on what I have, so I won't be doing that anymore either. I also have some subscriptions. So I have a subscription to Coast to Coast because in my heart I am a bit of a little, not a conspiracy theorist, but I like the conspiracy theories. I like reading about them, hearing about them. I like UFO stuff, paranormal, and Coast to Coast is really right up my alley. So I pay $6.99 a month for that, and I'm just going to think about how often I listen and is it worth it. And I also have a subscription to Shudder, a horror movie streaming service, and I'm going to really think about, do I get my $4.99? Am I at least watching one movie a month from Shudder? If I am, I'll keep it. If I'm not, I might get rid of that subscription too. And removing the Amazon app from my phone. Sad. Areas where I've decided to allow spending to happen is clothing, because I don't buy clothes. I will wear an item until it is holier than thou. It is a mess. I just wear clothes right out. I don't like clothes shopping. It does not give me joy. But this year I'm changing that up. I want to get more work clothes. I need to get some more dressier clothes. Now that I'm doing the funeral directing role, I need to look like a funeral director, so I do have to put a little bit more of my budget into some work clothes. But to me, that's not wasting money, that's investing in myself. So I'm allowing that to happen. I'm also randomly going to Ireland in 2 weeks. I'm going to Dublin. My husband was asked to go over there to provide some training and participate in a workshop for his work, and I am basically parasiting my way to Europe. So I will be in Ireland, and I am not going to, if I find something magical, I have to find a leprechaun for my grandma. I mean, cliche, I know, but she really wants a leprechaun, and she's 89 years old, and damn it, I will find her one. But yeah, aside from there, I'm going to allow myself a little bit more flexibility with my spending, because that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I probably won't be going back to Europe anytime soon. And a possible trip to Prince Edward Island with my nephew in the summer. I would really like to do that, so I'm not going to stop myself from having new experiences or traveling to different places. As far as makeup, which is another item that I spend too much money on, is I'm only buying replacement items. I'm not buying anything new, only the items that I use every day. As far as goals, I just want to read the books I have. Like I said, I want to save money. I want to study more about what I know. I want to take some more time, do more tarot videos. My tarot channel is called Tarot Atasha, and I know I don't do a lot of tarot videos. I've been taking a break from tarot while I'm in school, and I feel that now that I don't have the pressure to keep up with my online page right now, as well as doing as many readings as I was, that I can kind of put some more time into my videos about tarot. So I want to do that. I want to do more study on tarot, and there's a few tarot books I have that I really want to reread. I have Mastering Tarot by Eden Gray. I think that's her first name. anyways, I haven't read that book in a long time, and I want to reread that, and there's a couple other ones, so I'm looking forward to that. And spellcrafting with natural items. I'm going to kind of do more natural work. I want to bring more natural decor and items into my house. And really just declutter. I want to declutter. I've been doing that. I will show you guys at the end of this video what I have already accomplished with my decluttering. I've been watching that Netflix show Tidying Up with, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. Marie Kondo. I think that's her name. Marie Kondo. She's amazing. She has these amazing skills, and she talks you through kind of how to declutter your home. And basically her whole philosophy is hold an item. If it gives you a feeling of joy, keep it. And if you don't feel joy, give it away, pass it along to somebody else, or just, you know, get rid of it. So I am donating a bunch of things. I have piles of clothes that I didn't even realize I had in the basement that that don't fit. Some else hanging onto, thinking of skinnier days. And honestly, I'm just a voluptuous person, and I'm going to rock that. I don't care about those skinny jeans anymore. They're going, they're gone, and they're being donated. So I have bags and bags of clothes to donate. I have DVDs to donate. I finally downsized my collection. I've gotten rid of all of our duplicates, and I'm donating those. I'm donating some books, which is really hard for me because I'm a total book hoarder. It's my problem. I get an emotional attachment to books. When I read a book, especially one that I've read before, it takes me back to that time when I was reading it. So when I, like, for my Harry Potter books, for example, they bring me back to being a younger kid. Or different horror books I read. Like, I have all these old John Saul novels, but they take me back to being a teenager, first discovering horror books and connecting with my mom on horror. And so it's kind of, books to me are sentimental, but I've even managed to get rid of some of them, even some of my witchy books. So I'm cleansing, I'm decluttering, and I'll show you a little video at the end of this on what my bookshelves kind of look like now that they've been decluttered, as well as the pile of stuff so far that I've amassed that I'm giving away to, hopefully, community living is going to come and scheduled to have them pick it up. So hopefully they'll go to people in need who want them. Lots of old, like, clothes, and it feels good as well that I'm not putting this stuff into a landfill. It's going to someone who will hopefully enjoy it. I'm sure there's someone out there who can't wait to have a copy of A Clockwork Orange or American Werewolf in London or all these other movies that I've loved and cherished, but I have on Blu-ray, so why do I need the DVD anymore? Stuff like that. So I'm getting rid of things. I'm decluttering. My house feels like chaos, but Marie says in the show, the chaos will end eventually and you'll feel good. And I know we're getting there. And this year it's about just having a depth year, focusing on me, focusing on what I have, appreciating what I have, remembering where items came from, asking myself if these items bring me joy, and letting go of stuff. Letting go of items. Just letting go, goodbye, and enjoying what I have. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my inspiration. Thank you, Jessica, the Story Witch, and Kellyanne, and everyone else, and all these videos I've watched on depth years for inspiring me and helping me to better my own life and my own kind of home and path. So I will, if you want to stick around, I will take you and show you a couple things. And if not, I hope that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'm wishing you a wonderful and magical 2019. Till the next one. Bye. This is still kind of messy, obviously. It needs to be cleaned. But what I've got going on are my tarot decks. I haven't gotten to them yet. I do plan to go through any of them that no longer bring me joy are going to be donated. I'll probably post them online somewhere. And here's some witchy books that some I've read. But I really want to go through and read them again. And some of them I haven't read. So I want to get into those. Same as down here. So there's a couple here that I haven't really read that I want to go through. Especially this Goddess Path one. And then these are all the ones that I have read. So I will, they're on the bottom, so I won't be distracted by them. I'm going to focus on what I need to read. Here's the first pile of donations. Random books, kitchen stuff, clothes, and my random. It's dark in the basement, spooky basement. A sock. Here are all bags, stuff, Halloween decorations, sweaters, jackets, all kinds of things. These are all DVDs that I'm going to be donating. Just getting rid of stuff. More stuff we're donating. In this box, we're not giving someone sticks. I don't know where those sticks came from. But anyways, my point is lots of stuff. I'm getting rid of stuff and I can't wait. So we're going to be having this all picked up really soon. Thank you so much for hanging out again, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you have some decluttering inspiration, and I think that you will be happy with the results. It's amazing when you realize how much crap you have and how much stuff you can give away to somebody else. Have a great day. Bye.